Hey everybody, welcome in. It's the Week 14 recap of the Steak Dinner Bowl. It was the last week of the regular season, and it was playoff week for some people, and a playoff seeding for others. The last week of the regular season is always a great week, and we'll get into all the matchups and the playoff implications that it had for the league. But first, a video of some steak cooking yakiniku style, which looks amazing, and it could be yours if you win some playoff games here. So good luck, everybody, and we'll get into all that right after this. This week started with Baker Mayfield getting picked up by the Rams and on Tuesday, and then playing and starting for them on Thursday Night Football. Pretty crazy on 2 days notice of being on the team and then starting. He ends up starting and then ends up having a 99-yard drive to win the game at the end of the game, which the game was pretty boring up until that part, but pretty amazing. Another big highlight was Derrick Henry putting on a show. Dude was ridiculous this week, just bulldozing people, pushing an entire pile like 5 yards by himself. It's just craziness, and Tennessee somehow loses this game, I guess. I don't know how that happens, but the highlights of Henry are ridiculous. The last highlight of the week we got is Brady. I guess it would be more of a low light. After coming off that win with 2 touchdowns in the last 3 minutes last week against New Orleans, he goes to San Francisco and lays a dud and ends up losing to Purdy, who is the very last pick in the draft, a rookie quarterback who looks pretty decent. So it's a pretty tough look for Brady and the Bucs. And with that, let's get into the matchups of the week. All right, first matchup of the week we had was myself versus Carlos. I'm 11-3 now in first. Carlos is 6-8 in seventh. This was a must-win for Carlos to have even a long shot to make the playoffs. He had to win and outscore others by over 100 points to make the playoffs. He did have a big week with Goff and Sanders and ended up winning the matchup. But he was at one point in the day in the playoff picture early on. You could check on the live standings on the sportscast, the whatever it's called, stat tracker. But unfortunately, he did not win. For me, loss didn't matter that much for my playoff seeding, but it's not the type of performance you'd like to have going into the playoffs. And Carlos is officially eliminated. All right, the next matchup we had is Mark, who's 5-9, and Omar, who's 10-4 in second. We had Mark needed a win to get in the playoffs, and he did not get that win. Omar needed a win to keep the second seed and the bye week for the playoffs. Omar had a big week, scoring the most points of the week. Omar's team this week had a huge week. He had Hurts, Hill, Chase, McCaffrey, even Connors, and the Jets defense all scoring over 20 points. I mean, crazy good week. With this loss, unfortunate to say, our current champion, Mark, will not be defending his championship as he is eliminated from the playoffs. So sad. So sad. The next matchup we had was Corey at 3-11 versus just another shitty Mike in 6th place. Corey was sadly eliminated before this week even started. Really tough season for Corey this year. However, Mike did need the win to get a playoff spot. Mike was lucky enough to see the Chargers squish the fish this week, and with a big game from Herbert, Eckler, and Williams all scoring over 20. Herbert scoring almost 47 points. Yeah, Kansas City's defense scoring 27. So huge game for Mike. Let's see if the Chargers can actually keep pushing through. I mean, he's gonna need the Chargers to have some big wins. And next week they got the Titans at SoFi Stadium. So good luck to Mike. See if he's not so shitty in the playoffs. The next matchup we had was Zach at 4-10 versus Anne Marie, who's 7-7. Zach was mathematically eliminated before this week even started. Welcome to the thanks for coming out party. Anne Marie was guaranteed a playoff spot with the win, which he got. Even though Brady looked horrible this week, he still put up 31 points. And Jacksonville's tight end Ingram scored 38.7 points for her. I mean, 162 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. It seemed like it came out of nowhere. This was the closest matchup of the week. And with that win, Anne Marie punches her ticket to the playoffs. Congrats. And the last matchup of the week, we had Jen at 9-4 versus Ryan at 9-4. This matchup really depended upon what happened with Omar, whether he had won or lost. If he had lost, one of these teams could have snuck into the 2 seed and got a bye. But with Omar winning this week, this matchup ended up being a battle for the 3rd and 4th seed going into the playoffs. Jen's team was dealt a few tough breaks with T. Higgins. They were saying he was going to play. He was listed as playing, listed as normal, and he plays 1 snap and leaves the game forever. So, I mean, it was pretty tough. And then having Kyler Murray playing the Monday night game, giving her a sliver of hope. I mean, he would have to score a lot of points in that game, but he ends up leaving in the third play of the game with tearing his ACL. And it was pretty rough going for her. With only getting 78.16 points for the week, she's kind of backing into the playoffs as well as I am. Ryan had Josh Allen, Henry, and New England's defense carrying his team to a win and taking that 3rd seed for the playoffs. And with those results, let's take a look at the current standings and current playoff seeds. You got myself in the 1st seed, Omar and David in the 2nd seed, both of those 2 with the bye. Ryan with the 3rd seed, Jen with the 4th seed, and Marie with the 5th seed. Shitty Mike just barely making it in that 6th seed. And we got Carlos, Mark, Zach, and Corey all eliminated. It had myself winning the best record of the year for 25. We had Omar winning the highest points with 2,358.22 points for the year. And we had Omar winning the highest weekly score, winning in week 8 with 237.96 points. And Jalen Hurts scoring almost 47. He had Tyreek Hill, DeAndre Hopkins, Moore, and McCaffrey all scoring over 30 points. New Orleans defense with 24. It's a crazy week, and congratulations to him on that win. All right, and with that, that's the Week 14 recap. I'm going to try to get a playoff preview going. Hopefully I can have that by Sunday morning. And good luck to everyone this week in their playoff matchups. And with that, I'd like to leave everyone with a video of what Kyler Murray is going to be doing after he gets surgery for the next year. So this is what he'll be up to.